Okay, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to film or make a video about the Strongholds of the Resistance book for Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars. So I'm going to make this one while I'm driving home from work. I really like the book. It's got a lot, and I mean a lot, of information on planets and systems, asteroid belts, all sorts of things. I mean, as far as background information, cultural information, their ecosystems. It has a lot of information. There's a section in there that has 7 or 8 different rebellion bases or strongholds, whatever you want to call them, that would be perfect for use as home bases or just stopover places in your games. And if you're playing from the Imperial side, they would make great missions for attacking rebellion sites. The book is great. All these bases are completely fleshed out with maps that show you what the base looks like. They list what's in the base, what each section of the base is for. They give you encounter ideas for each base. It's a lot of information. There's, like with almost all of the Splat books, there is a section that has 3 new races in it, or at least 3 races. There's plenty of stuff about weapons and equipment and specialty equipment and stuff in it that you won't find in the Ogdude's character generator. So this book is great for players and GMs alike. It is geared more toward the GM than it is toward players, but players will find use with the book because of the weapons and the other information in it in regard to races and such. There's a section in the back of the book that has, I think, 5 or 6 different encounter ideas that would work great for throwing into a session or gearing an entire session around these encounters that are laid out in the back of the book. I can't speak highly enough of this book. It's phenomenal. The artwork in it is right there on par with everything else that Fantasy Flights has put out. The information in there is so well written, and there's so much information that it's fun to read and to just read it. It's a great tool for any GM. It'd be a good tool for any player. It is, like all of Fantasy Flight's books, a little bit pricey. Especially when you buy it at your local game store like I did. I prefer to buy things from the local game store because, well, I like to make sure that they're going to get their money and they're going to stay open. Because, I mean, hey, I may not always have the internet, or it may be down or whatever, for whatever case it may be. And I like to make sure that I've got a place that I can still get my gaming supplies. The book, though, is phenomenal. I cannot speak highly enough of it. It's got all the information in there that a GM could ever want for these planets and such that are in there. The races and stuff, like I said, I think it's got the Quarren in it, and it's got the Verpine in it, and there's another race that I cannot for the life of me remember off the top of my head right now what that race is. But those three races, it has got a page and a half worth of information on these races. I think the Quarren have been fleshed out in another book, but even if they had, and this was just a reprint for the Quarren, it's still, it's worth it in my opinion, even if you've already got the information on the Quarren. I don't think the Verpine have showed up in any other books except for maybe the new tech book, but I'm not positive. That'll be my next buy. If you haven't gotten the book Strongholds of Resistance and you're a GM, you need to get it. It is just amazing. And it's Age of Rebellion, which if any of you have watched my channel, you know I use Age of Rebellion for my one-shots, because Age of Rebellion fits the one-shot format for me perfectly. One-shots are all about getting a certain mission done, and Age of Rebellion reads as a very mission-oriented game, or at least that's the way I read it and understood it. If you have anything else that you want me to go over into more depth from this video, leave a comment. If you have a review of your own for Stronghold of the Resistance, leave me a link. Thanks for watching the GM's Dice, and I'll see you again soon.